What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Ark Survival Evolved. My name is Splattercat, and today we are going to hunt ourselves a stegosaurus. I know there are stegosauri around here somewhere. I figure we'll be able to get one in just a minute. I don't know exactly where they're hiding at, though, and you'll forgive me as I momentarily chug. I'm actually loading into the game. I had to reset it right now. DxTory has been misbehaving today, and since it's been a bad child, I had to give it a spanking. Had to reset the computer, restart the whole thing. Occasionally what happens is like DxTory, what it'll do is it'll grab, that's what I used to record this game because everything else doesn't seem to like it very much. And so anyways, I use DxTory to record this game, and sometimes what'll happen is it won't attach to the screen, and DxTory will be running some like weird process in the background, and then you got to go through and figure out what's going on there, kill the process. Sometimes it like will then attach to the front, sometimes it won't. Sometimes I got to reset the whole computer to get it to work. Very weird stuff, but these are YouTuber problems. These are not things that you guys need to worry about. For right now, all we need to see is a stegosaurus, a lovely little stegosaurus running around somewhere. I thought I saw them back up in here somewhere. Either way, I don't know how many trank arrows it's going to take us to knock out the stegosaurus. I think I have like 13 or 14 trank arrows with me. In fact, it says on my HUD how many I have right now. Yes, we have 13. I know my numbers, and so therefore we will look for a stegosaurus. We shall shoot it several times. After shooting it several times, we will then make it fall over. We will feed it lots of berries and things. You know what? I should have brought Bolosaurus Rex with me. I don't think I'm going to have enough berries to make this happen without it. Yeah. Yep, let's find a stegosaurus first. I bet if I find the stegosaurus and I knock it out, I bet its torpor will be enough to where I can run back to base while it's knocked out, and then we'll deal with like the fallout from, you know, getting it all ready to go. That'll also let its hunger fall off a way so that I can test out this method people keep talking about where you let the hunger drain and then you click a whole bunch and then it works out. I don't think that it actually makes it any faster, personally, but some people seem to disagree. I don't see a stegosaurus, although I did just respawn everything, so there is a possibility that our island might not have any right now. It had one previously, but I had to reset the game. We got a trike over here. Don't want a trike. Don't need a trike. Can't have a trike. That doesn't do anything for me. There's two of them, in fact, over here. Is there anybody over on this side? You are hot. You should find a place to cool down soon. Well, there's a Spinosaurus down there fighting with some turtles. But that entire beach appears to be clear. So rather than go near, I'm going to go over here. Because it's outside my sphere of influence to go down there with that Spinosaurus. That's a bad idea. I don't want to fight with a Spinosaurus today. Nope, not me, no way. Let's see, where are you at? There's a Stegosaurus right over there. I'm wondering if is that Stegosaurus stuck on that tree? If that Stegosaurus is stuck on a tree, it's going to be fantastic. It's going to make me very happy. I don't know if it is, though. It looks a little agitated. Are you stuck in a tree right now, Stegosaurus? I always look for dinosaurs that are stuck first before I tame them. I don't know. It makes your life easier. Well, we'll test this one out real fast. And if it just sits right here, we'll know that it's stuck. And if it don't, I should probably not do this with Big Boss Lash is so close. Instead, let's bring him back over by this rock pile. And once we get him deposited, I don't know why the shadows aren't working today. It's weird. I didn't turn anything down or adjust anything, but my shadows appear to be broken. I don't know. This game, every single time I boot this game up, there's something else that's like either working better or working worse. Normally it's the former, but sometimes I don't know, my shadows aren't working right now. I have no idea why my they're kind of working like right here. They're not working really over there though. They were working just a minute ago. No idea. No idea at all. Now if I shoot you in the head, does it work better? Because all I really want is for you to fall asleep. I don't know if that second one counted. How much torpor does one of these things have? Probably not that much, right? I'm gonna hit you with a rock, too, because I can. Would you like to be unconscious? Taste the power of my rock! Oh, wow. That worked out pretty well. That didn't take nearly as much effort as I thought it would. I thought that would be a little bit more difficult. He's got 560 torpor. Okay, so he's got a bunch of torpor. I don't really have anything to feed him right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run back to base real fast. I'm going to grab the berries. I'm going to get my parasaur too. And then we'll come back and we'll fix this whole thing. Okay? Alright, so the Bolosaurus is with us. We got to run all the way back to the Stegosaurus now. It only took me a minute to go and get him. The torpor shouldn't be too bad on this side. I think we should be all lined up and ready to go. I expected that to take a lot more arrows. Surprisingly enough, it only took like 3 or 4 and a rock, weirdly. The rock at the end is what sealed the deal. He was pretty sleepy at that point, but never underestimate the power of a boulder launched from a piece of rubber across something else's face. Apparently, that's where the demarcation line for unconsciousness lies. I wouldn't have known otherwise, but we tested it out scientifically and it appears to be valid. He's just over the top of this hill right here, but yeah, my shadows stopped working. I don't know, I have to look at the patch notes and see if they move things around. I haven't changed my graphical settings at all, but maybe I just didn't notice. It's also a possibility that I just didn't notice. I still have trouble running the game. Even after all the patching they've done, I can run it on low memory mode, but if I run it on normal, like if I just start the game up normally, it doesn't run very well for me. It doesn't run very well at all. I don't remember exactly. So I came up this way. And then my dinosaur friend, I think, is over here and down the ridge, maybe. We'll find him in just a second, but I think he's over this way. I was farming with Bolosaurus Flex, that's why we needed to go get him. It wasn't for his combat prowess or anything like that, or for the fact that we feel manlier when he's around, or, you know, any positive benefit to ourselves or our emotions. Instead, the reason I went and got Bolosaurus Flex is because I was farming berries on him a little bit ago, and so he's got like a huge truckload of random stuff that we can throw onto this stegosaur in his inventory, if we can find it again. There it is right there, and we also have to assume that nothing came along and tried to eat it like a Dilophosaur or whatever. If he's still unconscious, we should be in really, really good shape. I have no idea how long this tame is going to take, so instead of wasting my time fiddling around with him, I'm going to gather some stones from around here so that we can make some more spark powder. I might also get lucky and get some metal. That's the part that I was really hoping on, but I got to farm either way, so it'll probably work out. We got Miho berries, we got Tinto berries, we got Amar berries, and we've got him with us so we can go farm if we don't have enough. I already got the narcotics on this guy. I think the Miho berries or the Mijo berries are the ones that they like best. But yeah, it looks like this is going to be a real long tame. So, what I would assume... Well... What I would think anyways is that I'll probably hang out here for a little bit and wait for him to tame. I'm going to go farm some stones for just a second. I'll leave that on camera. As far as plans for this series, a lot of people seem concerned about where we're going to go with this since there's no multiplayer. I don't know. Maybe once we get done with all this stuff right here, I'll be able to go into multiplayer later on, and then we'll jump in with a little bit better knowledge of the game or something like that. I don't know. I really like Ark. I enjoy my recording days with Ark. The only downside that you come across with this game is that the tame times actually eat up a whole bunch of camera time, and so I think the next thing we want to do is find a cave. I'm not really sure where we're going to find those at. I think they're probably way off in the east would be my guess. I don't know. What I was going to do is if we take a look at a map, if you see how where our pin is, if we go straight to the east, we'll cross the river right over there. I'll probably go to the east and see what's out there. There are ichthyosaurs and a bunch of other stuff that are in the game for us to play with right now. There's also some ocean creatures, and so we might consider for a little while maybe making ourselves a little bit of a naval force or something like that. Not like a belly button force or anything like that. I always thought that it'd be funny if there was like something called the naval force, where it's just a bunch of people with Audis. Just like, yeah, we're the naval force. Like Audi belly buttons is what I mean, not the car. Audi cars would not help that be more thematic. It would be weird and probably wouldn't work out very well. Still, at the same time, if we go to the east, I'm hoping we can find a mountain with some metal on it, maybe do a little bit of exploration. The only reason I'm training the stego for right now is because the stego itself is going to be really good for farming, and I want something that's resilient that I can ride as we go into other areas that is not necessarily a combat mount, but at the same time can defend itself and can also carry a whole lot of weight. So I will come back once we get this tame done. Hi, everybody, and I'll see you there. Alright, so it's a short while later. I figure what we should probably do for right now, here's our new stegosaurus. His name is Lash Nasty. I wanted to go find caves, and so I don't know exactly where the caves are at. I don't even know where to begin looking. But I figure the closest one is probably either going to be to the north, where we've already gone, or off to the east. I'll probably go to the east because we'll accomplish more going in that direction and then, like, sort of knocking things off. I wanted to get rid of some of that fog of war as well, because thus far our geography has gone really well, but I'd like it to go better. So yeah, I'll probably explore off to the east, and if we find a cave, we find a cave, but I figure I'll bring you all along with me. Let me put that away real fast. I think the next thing that I wanted to do is we need to make ourselves a stegosaurus saddle. And so in order to make a stegosaurus saddle, we need to go to craftables, and let me have a look here. A stego saddle. We need 200 hides, and we need 35 wood. So I know each and every one of these guys has hides on them, so let me go ahead and alleviate some of their weight for right now. That was going to be 60 right there. We're going to have like 70. What do you have, Gash? You've got, so that's going to be 120. And then I think my scorpion has like a stupid amount of hides on top of him right now. He's like, absolutely I do. You understand how heavy this burden is that I bear for you, my loving and wonderful owner? I'd be like, well, thank you for those kind words. I appreciate that. I appreciate that very, very much, scorpion. We need 110 fibers. I always have enough of those. I always have fibers coming out of my ears, and it's not just because I'm getting older. Hair growth gets weird. Hair growth gets weird as you get older. Don't even worry about it. Your ears start getting fuzzy. I'm not looking forward to that. I know old guys that have like bushes coming out of their ears. You'd be like, wow, man, you got to get in on that, I think. I mean, otherwise, I just worry that bugs are going to grab onto it. That would be my biggest concern, is that it would just give, like, the bugs an easy handhold to crawl into my ears. And I'd be like, no! Get out of my ears, earwigs! That's why they're called earwigs, right there. They get up in your ear and they lay their eggs. I don't think that actually happens. I actually think that's an old wild tale. Did I say an old wild tale? An old wives' tale. There. Enunciation has not gone well for me lately. It has not gone well at all. It has been one of those dying arts for me that... Not sure what happened to it, but apparently it decided to take a vacation. I don't find that the metal axe is actually better for chopping wood. I don't know if anybody else has, like, made that connection, but it just doesn't seem to be that much better to me. I'd also like to get myself, if we can, I'd like to go get some more metal. I think that's going to be the other goal, is that I think I've vastly underestimated the amount of metal we're going to need in order to make ourselves weapons and things to make ourselves safer. And so in the interest of doing that, I think for right now, let me chop that very, very quickly. Off on this side of the map. Let's go home, I guess. I think that we should have... Yeah, there it is right there. Let's go ahead and make one. Ooh, that's going to be a long craft. How much XP are we going to get for this? Hopefully a lot would be my prayer if I was going to put a prayer right there. Those were like 30-something, actually. It did use up a lot of materials, though, so we'll take a look at it in just a second. I went ahead and I made myself some more narcotics as well. But for right now, well... Alright, whatever. There was an interruption. My computer was going to reset itself, so I just super test metered him real fast so that we wouldn't lose our tame. Sorry about that, but for right now, I went ahead and I got the saddle together. He's got a couple of berries left on him. Okay. So anyways, I went back through. I got the stego saddle all ready to go. So let's drag and drop this onto him very, very quickly. And so there we are. How does it look? Well, it looks alright. I would worry about hurting their mouths with these bits, though. That's the only thing that I worry. When you put a bit in something's mouth, if it's like a carnivore or if it eats other things, like I don't think he would have to worry about it. But for example, if I put one in their mouths, I would worry because the bits are made specifically to go inside of a horse's mouth or whatever animal it is. And I suppose I could have made them specifically for these animals. It looks like it's almost got a little bit of a muzzle thing going on as well, except that one goes through its mouth. I don't know. I'd be worried that I would hurt their teeth in the back. That's what I'd be concerned about. Let's ride this thing for the first time. For the first time, I ride you, stegosaurus. It's actually not that... Oh, wow. Okay, so the stego's pretty slow. The stego is obviously... So how does... Oh, my God. Really? That works? Holy shnikes. You've got to be kidding me. This is the greatest thing that I've ever seen in my life. Is that a bug or is that real? Is this the real life? Is this just narco berries? Oh, my God. That was amazing. I mean, it uses up a lot of stamina. But look how much we farmed, like, instantaneously. What? This thing is my hero. This thing is my hero. This is the greatest farming device I have ever seen. I mean, it would have to be able to eat that much because my guess is that when its food gets low, it's going to have to eat a whole bunch. But oh my God. Okay, whip this thing around real fast. Yeah. Give me all your berries. That's really satisfying for some reason. I don't know why, but it is. It is super satisfying, and it makes me happy. This thing runs out of stamina really easy, though. And that's like its maximum walk speed right there. Like, look at that. Oh, never mind. We're overweight. We're overweight. Okay, so since we're overweight, what can you carry with you, Stegosaurus? You can do 380. Okay, so there's no need for me to have this many berries. Why would you ever farm when Stegosaurus exist in the world? It just seems like farming becomes pointless the moment you have a Stegosaurus. We'll do this right here. I have so many narco berries. Oh my God. I should have done this sooner. I should have done this sooner. But I wasn't looking forward to like the sitting around for hours and hours and hours taming thing. I'll go ahead and we'll drop the remainder. I don't think he's going to need much of this. I mean, the stem berries definitely not. It also gives you quite a few seeds. Drop those and we should be able to get his weight back down. So if he's operating at max speed, like that's his max speed right there, huh? And his HP is not such that... God, I'm just going to do that a couple more times because it's satisfying. Yeah, take that, bamboo stalks. We go to war with the bamboo. Wow, that is really pleasing. Like, super pleasing. He gets XP every single time I do this, too. Watch his XP meter. Oh, we're all out of stamina. Hold on. We'll get him back up in here in just a minute. Regenerate your stamina, noble creature. I need you to destroy more foliage. Pretty much just going to use you like a prehistoric weed whacker at this point. Alright, watch his XP. Look at that. His meter visibly goes up every single time we swing. God, that's so gnarly. He'd be so easy to farm up with. So I guess with the narco berries, what do I do with all of them? So I'll take those. Those are all that I really wanted anyways. All that I want is a narco berry. Yeah, Ace of Base, see? Ace of Base used to be all over the place. If you weren't there, like, in the early 90s, like, seriously, you could not swap to any radio station without hearing Ace of Base for just a minute. And they had, like, 5 hits in a row, and then the second that they were there, they were gone. It was one of those flare-up things where I actually think they did the music industry the right way. Like, when you're in the music industry, you need to get in, put out, like, 3 solid albums, sell, like, a couple platinum ones, and then just be done. Finish. Just spend the rest of your life on a cruise ship and just not care. That's what I do. I don't know. My goal in life is not to work so that I have to work more. My goal in life is to work so that I can work less. It just seems like a smart thing to do. I'm going to take those narco berries, by the way. I hope you don't mind. And then other things that I wanted to get done here. I don't think that he can chop down... He chopped down the tree over there, I guess. It is raining. Ooh, that saves me some trouble. Yeah, let me fill up all of my containers. All of my containers. That makes them sound more fancy. Like with my container. It makes it sound more fancy. Either that or more Arnoldy. I'm not really sure. Let's jump off the back right here. I think we've got more than enough. Well... We've got 4 narcotics left. And I think I made... How many did I craft up? I don't know. So much time passes in between. When I have to tame something, there's so much time that goes by that I forget what I've accomplished and what I haven't accomplished. But either way, let me go and grab... I think I need some more rotted meat because we're going to try and turn this into as many narcotics as possible. That's the way you level right there. Get yourself a stegosaurus, and then just make, like, an insane amount of narcotics. He's got gloves on him because he fancies being a boxer someday. He wants to be like an MMA raptor. He's trying really hard. I don't have the heart to tell him that I don't think they'll let him fight humans, and so he would actually have to MMA with other raptors, and their grapple game is going to be weak. Their grapple game is going to be really, really weak. However, if you're looking for kicking and, like, Muay Thai, I think it might be pretty entertaining. They seem like they'd be good at kicking. They got, like, that turkey thing going on where they're like, Baka! And then they jump up in the air and they, like, kick people. Alright, so I made 11 narcotics from what it looks like. I've got 12 meats left. That's not going to be enough to get a whole lot done right here. But it should be enough to go ahead and make... I don't know, something. So we'll make 12 more. I think I've got... There's the spoiled meat right there. So let's get those loaded in. And the more of these that I can make, the happier of a camper I will be. I'm always happy when I'm camping, though, because outdoorsmanship is something that I enjoy very, very much. That's all that I've got, though. We got 31 narcotics being crafted right here. I needed to figure out what it's going to take to repair these hatchets, and also if I can do it in the field. It takes metal ingots, and I have to have a smithy with me. What I would give to have, like, a mobile smithing station. I've got 26 right there. I think it's probably worth it to repair these right now before we go back out in the field. They are a little bit... What is it going to take me to repair these? The metal ingots are already in there, so why won't you let me repair? Can I not repair early? Why can't I repair early? Well, if that's not going to work... Do I have to sit here for this to function? I might have to. I don't know. Let's just sit here for a minute. I was watching my XP bar and I didn't see it going up, so if I'm right here now... Oh yeah, it's still working. Okay, never mind then. I was panicking over something that I didn't even need to panic about. We got the metal ingots right there, some stones, chitin all ready to go. I would suggest that we repair everything before we leave. Oh, the hides aren't in there. The hides and the wood, those are what we need. So we'll throw some wood in there, and then we'll throw in the hides. There it is. And so we'll get you repaired. We'll get you repaired. I'm almost tempted to go through and make another set of them, or at least another pick, just in case. Yeah, let's make one more pick. Is it more expensive? It's more expensive in metal from what I can... Hold on. What? I think it's more expensive in metal to repair one of those than it is to just make a new one. Huh. Weird. I never noticed that before. Are these almost done? We still got 10 left to go. Okay, so we're hanging out right here. I think we're going to head out to the east next. That's all that I want to do. We've got 36 narcotics right there, and so while we wait on that, I'll probably make myself... I don't know. Get that up to like 20 trank arrows, and I'll feel pretty confident about it. Okay, so we got 20 trank arrows right now. I'd like to get ourselves a T-Rex or something like that in the future, or maybe a Spinosaurus, but I don't know exactly how many shots that's going to take us. You know, if we can harvest that much, I wonder what we can do with a Brontosaurus. Just things that like are meandering in my mind right now. With a Brontosaurus, does he chop down trees and stuff like that when he swings too? Because you could wipe out entire city blocks or entire jungle blocks or something. City block and jungle block, the exact same. They're insurance companies. That's all you need to worry about right now. It's like Citywide. It's on your side and all that fun. This episode brought to you by Citywide Insurance. Yep. We've got 28 narcotics on that side. Narco berries coming out of our ears. And not just because I've got them filled with dirt because I never wash them. We got spoiled meat right there. Everything else is looking pretty stellar. I think it might be time for us to leave home. So things that I can drop because our weight is looking a little bit high. That's 3.7 right there. We got the stones. We're probably going to need those. We'll more than likely drop the gloves because I don't need them. Okay. And then I think it's going to be a little bit dark out. Do I have the stuff that I need in order to repair you? I need wood. Okay. So let's bring the wood along with us just in case so that I can repair the stuff that I have with me. Let's make our away team up. It's going to be the standard fare. You know who's coming along. I don't usually bring anybody but the nasty crew when I go out pillaging and plundering. We're going to head off to the island to the east. All that I want to do now is I'm going to try and do this the quick way by backing up until some of them are no longer on my screen. Then we go, bam. I don't want little nasty, though, and I also don't want Lash nasty. You guys are not coming with me right now. Lash nasty, stay where you're at. Okay, the plan failed. Oh, the plan failed miserably. Okay, so with Wimbledon, let me disable your following. Wimbledon has developed a following. He's a popular guy. Disable your following. Even though you're part of the nasty crew, I'm worried that you're going to die, and it'll totally suck. Lash, what are you doing over here? Please don't fall off a cliff or anything like that. It would upset me. I've had my dinosaurs fall off this cliff over here, and then they're very, very difficult to get back. So I will disable following on you. It looks like you've got a lovely little level up, so let's give you a tad more HP. 878, I think having 2,000 HP on that one will probably be good. We also probably want to go for movement speed or something like that. I don't know if I should use this character as somebody to like just carry weight for me or what I should do. I haven't made up a decision on that front. But for now, he's going to stay back at base. And so now that our little expedition is looking, I don't want Bolosaurus Flex with me either. You're too, I'm sorry, buddy, you're too soft. I'd like to have you come along, but you're not good enough at fighting. You can do some damage, it's just not enough. And so we'll jump onto our Scorpion, and let's go ahead and get a heading, and that's when we'll break off the episode if, of course, my Scorpion doesn't get stuck as per usual. Move, fool! Well, here, maybe I could ping-pong in between the raptors then. There we go. See, I get stuck all the time. It drives me crazy. I don't like it very much. It makes me very, very sad when I get stuck like that. And it happens so frequently with my Scorpion. He's always up underneath stuff because he's got, like, a lower height. And so he's always up underneath the other dinosaurs, and it makes it so that he's constantly getting stuck. I think the way that we need to go is we need to go back around this way. Are you guys going to get stuck, or are you going to be able to make it? It looks like they're still with me. The nasty crew is looking quite ready for battle. Off to the east. Let's find our heading, and then we'll make a cut, and it'll be time for the next episode. So anyways, oh good, you're all gassed out. Well, now that we're free anyways, what I'll try and do is I'll jump on the Scorpion instead. I like riding the Scorpion. The Scorpion's more resilient. I always feel like I'm fighting in an ineffectual or an ineffective manner when I ride on the Raptors because they seem to attack better when the computer controls them. This seems like a really good spot to break off the episode, though. We're going to come around this beach, we're going to face that way, and then we're just going to go as far as our legs will take us, and that'll be the next episode. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for being here for Ark Survival Evolved, and I will see you next time. How do, everybody?